so the next board, even though it's a push, I actually found this board to be really interesting. Um, so, Steve and Gavin, this is one of the rare times when you're defending, since the cards have been running your way most of the time.
Of course, we had no idea what to lead or play at trick one since we hadn't defended it at all.
Do you want to try to go through Danny and Joanne's auction?
Sure. I mean, they were playing transfers over one club, and they were opening a club with all their balanced hands. So a club past a diamond showed hearts. A club is like a normal one club opener, except for the fact that whenever they open a diamond, they're unbalanced. So if they had 4 diamonds and 2 clubs and a balanced hand, they would open a club. So when a club passed a diamond showing hearts, now we agreed on a defense before we started that double would be takeout of clubs and hearts, and 1 heart would be takeout of diamonds and hearts. So double by Weinstein was not diamonds anyway. So we went 2 clubs, and that was just a natural 2-club response, and they jumped to 3 hearts, which was natural. I believe it was just a good old fashioned, like as if they bid 1 heart and followed by 3 hearts. And now when it went 3-0, I was on lead with I had their 2 suits, right? I had 5 little clubs, which I knew were pretty much running on my right-hand opponents. So I had a sense of urgency on opening lead to set up tricks, and I didn't think, with there being 6 hearts on my left, I didn't think there was a future in the heart suit on my left. The only suit that we could actually run or come close to running was diamonds, and that was the only suit that Steve couldn't overcall, right? Because he would have overcalled a spade any time he had good enough spades to beat the hand. So that's why I decided to lead the ace of diamonds. I thought it was literally my only chance to beat the contract.
And double would not have shown diamonds, as you said. It would be a takeout. Right. Interesting.
Right.
Now, would you play the same way over a natural 1 club and then transfers, or only over this, we open all balanced hands with a club and then transfers, where their minor suit's less ambiguous?
Well, the way Gavin described it was not the way I thought we played it. It was close, though.
Well, it was basically a takeout double of with a preference to a minor. You can describe it how you say, but
they both are takeout of hearts. One emphasizes one minor over the other minor. That's all. And yeah, we would play the same thing, I would think.
Over a standard 1 club?
Yeah, with transfers.
Okay, very interesting. Now, the 3 of diamonds on this, Steve, is that encouraging or something else?
No, it's discouraging. We play upside down attitude and standard count, but on ace leads we play standard attitude. And the reason you want to do that against no trump is, for an example, let's say your partner leads the ace from ace king 4 or ace king 9 4th, and you have queen 10 3rd. You want to be able to start getting the unblock going on that specific time when your partner is going to lead an ace, and it's better to play standard there. So we do play standard, and I had to decide whether to encourage or discourage, but I was concerned that Gavin would lead the ace of diamonds from a lot of holdings on this bidding, and I was afraid if he had ace queen 3rd of diamonds, I didn't want him to bang the queen of diamonds, and if he had ace king 4th of diamonds, he'd play another diamond, and if he had ace king 3rd, I thought he would think it was his only chance to beat it anyway, so I thought I was supposed to discourage with 4 of them.
So the ace is your power lead?
No, the king is the power lead.
The king's your power lead, okay. Very interesting. Well, the good news is by leading the ace of diamonds, you did get it. And then you shifted. Well, I think it's actually in question if you don't lead it.
Yeah, that's true. It is in question. So Gavin shifted to the 10 of spades here, which I was pretty sure he would shift to a low spade if he had 3 spades, which makes my next play interesting after Declare wins and plays a heart.
Declare wins and plays a heart. And what's your thinking here?
Well, if Declare had queen doubleton of spades, I want to kill the dummy by returning a spade, but I was really confident Gavin would shift to low from 3 of them. So now I wanted to, in case Gavin had ace queen 4th of diamonds, I wanted to go back to diamonds because our only chance to beat it was that holding, since I was confident he would have returned a low spade from 10-9 3rd.
And then that would give Declarer more clubs for her 2-club rebid.
Right.
Okay. And at this point, there's really nothing left to the play. Just knock out the ace of hearts and claim the rest. Okay, very interesting. Any more thoughts on this hand?
Gavin, would have you shifted too low from 10-9 there?
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, in this particular spot, I have the ace of hearts. It's like a no-brainer with an entry on the side. And I don't mean a no-brainer. I mean it's. I would absolutely have led low from 10-9 third.
And what do you think about like when having 4? I think it's a really difficult situation. Does anybody have an opinion whether it's right to encourage or discourage? It always seems like a tough position when your partner leads the ace.
Dude, if it's tough for you, I mean, come on, give us a break.
That's why I was asking you. Okay. So let's move on to the other room. So, Ari, you want to go ahead and take us through your opening and rebid choices here?
Right. So I have one of these hands that, it's sort of awkward and standard. We like to play that the 2-club rebid usually has 6, but with this shape and with decent clubs, good clubs, I was happy to do it with 5. So my options here were to open 1 club, and after the 1 heart rebid, to rebid a no trump. And some people also like to open 1 diamond and rebid 2 clubs. But my preference, unless my diamonds are much better than my clubs, I don't like to open a diamond and rebid 2 clubs, because now partner with 2-2 and 9 will tend to rebid 2 diamonds, and now we're playing a 4-2 fit for no reason. And in terms of opening 1 club and rebidding a no trump, I'm just too strong for that. I think I mean that's showing less than 15 points, and I have 15 and a very good suit and 2 sources of tricks potentially. So I thought 2 clubs was really the best. 1 club, opening 1 club and rebidding 2 clubs was the best choice.
Okay.
And that put me in a very difficult position, because we have a system hole here. We actually specifically say in our notes that we have no way to make a natural invite in hearts here. So we either have to upgrade or downgrade. And after a long thought, I decided just to take the bull by the horns and bid 4 hearts. I was influenced by the good texture of my heart suit, Queen Jack 10-9 8, so I felt it would play reasonably well opposite a singleton, I guess, or even avoid in some hands. But that's why I took this very unilateral bid of 4 hearts instead of bidding the normal 3 heart bid that most people would have thought they would have made with my hand.
So what would 3 hearts be forcing in hearts, Eugene?
Yes.
That'd be slam going?
Slam going.
Oh, it'd be slam going. So you couldn't bid 3 hearts forcing and still try to get to 3-0 without risking getting too high.
Yeah.
It seems like a hole. I'll give you
that. 4 hearts seems like a fairly reasonable contract. Let's see. So in 4 hearts, you have the 2 of spades lead. Right. So were there any dangers on this hand that you were worried about?
Oh, yes. Very, very much so. I have 2 top trump losers and the ace of diamonds, of course. So I need to, but there doesn't appear to be very many other losers. So I have to avoid a defensive ruff. So the opening lead was the 2 of spades, which in their agreements showed an odd number of spades. So at this point, I felt the spades were either 5-2 or 3-4. So at this point, I led a trump, trying to draw trumps, and it lost to my left-hand opponent, who then surprisingly shifted to a diamond, which was won by the ace. Now I was worried about ruffs and potentially diamonds and spades. North then shifted to a spade. I won perforce, and now I had to decide what to do. I could try to draw trumps, continue to draw trumps and hope that a ruff did not occur, or I could try to cash 2 clubs, pitching my king of spades, cross back to my hand with the jack of diamonds, and then lead trumps, or cross back to my hand with a club ruff. I decided that I don't have a strong feeling which way I should have played, and I'd be interested to hear from other people what the best line is. But at the table, I just decided to keep things simple and continue knocking out hearts. And as it turns out, the wrong hand had, while the spades are 5-2, the hand with the long spades did not have another entry, so I was able to win the return, draw trumps, and claim.
I mean, I think it makes sense what you did, because if South had 5 spades, the Jack, and Ace King of Hearts, they might have been a spade also.
Right.
Interesting. What do you think about the defense? Should North have considered playing the Ace of Hearts at trick 2?
It's a pretty big position, but I mean, she could have thought about it. But what if I have King Jack? Remember, on this auction, I have shown a stronger hand than I actually have.
Yeah.
I could have had the King of Hearts instead of the Queen. And then now I'm forced to pretty much drop her partner's Queen of Hearts.
Uh-huh.
So, but yes, there is definitely a case for North to fly with the ace and shoot back a spade to void herself in spades, but she did not know what was going on in the heart suit. Heck, her partner could even have had the singleton King of Hearts on some of these,
I don't know. I think that would be a very, very risky. Partner could have singleton king, singleton queen, doubleton king, doubleton queen, and furthermore, declare still might be able to win the spade and pitch a spade on the club before.
Well, you know that declare will be able to pitch their spade on the club because your partner's led a 5th best spade, and you're looking at 5 little clubs, and your partner didn't lead her singleton club. It's basically it can't really win. Like if they flew Ace of Hearts and played back a spade, I have no doubt in my mind that you would have won the spade, taken your pitch, and played a diamond. And
Indeed.
So
Indeed, I was very surprised when the spades were not continued, and so I thought that the spades were more likely 3-4. But
actually, wouldn't that have been effective here? You then play your you would take the pitch, and then what would you do after the second club?
I did have to decide whether to rough a club back to hand or cross some diamonds. Probably rough a club back to hand. Oh wait, actually, the Queen 10 of clubs will fall. So that actually looks pretty unusual.
If you play on diamonds, North might get a rough in that suit.
Yes, exactly. That's very dangerous as well. I could actually rough a spade. I could rough a spade after I pitch the King of Spades.
Yeah.
Banking on the spades being 5-2, and especially if the clubs fall the way
now North pitched a diamond on that spade.
I see.
But partner wins the
South
King of
didn't have an
Hearts.
entry. Oh wait, South does have the entry.
Yeah. It's a tricky. There's a lot of things that can go badly here.
I can't help but wonder if the Ace of Hearts is still right, because even if you crash your partner singleton king, you're crashing the over trick, not the setting trick. I mean, where are you beating this if your partner doesn't have the King X of Hearts?
I mean, the Ace of Hearts might very well be right, but it's a pretty human play to play a low heart.
Pretty human. Yeah, the play that looks really cool to me is win the Ace of Hearts, cash the Ace of Diamonds and play a spade, and have declare wonder which suit you're short in.
Yeah.
Now decide what to pitch on clubs.
That's the nightmare scenario, yeah.
Zia, where's Zia when we need him? All right. Any other comments on board 8?
I just want to, I actually do have another comment. I want to go back to the bidding. So,
Okay.
And obviously there's always going to be holes in the system and stuff, but so what if you had bid 2 diamonds, Eugene? There's no way to get going into a game force in hearts without making a slam track?
I could have bid 2 diamonds. That would have been a 1-round force.
So then if you bid 2 diamonds and then 3 hearts, that would be not slamish, the way you guys play?
I suppose. I don't know.
It would probably, well, the 3-heart jump is specifically showing a slamish hand with good, good hearts, even opposite a singleton. If he bids 2 diamonds, I'll probably, with this hand, I'll rebid 3 diamonds. Now he bids 3 hearts. Well, now he probably has, 6 of them, and we're still just looking for the best game.
So there is a way in your system. All right, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Not that I don't mind 4 hearts. It might be the right bid anyway. I just wanted to make sure you could.
They can't invite in hearts, but you can at least check the strain then.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So no swing on that board. So the score remains 23-8.